Farmers in the West face many unique challenges, and their state departments of agriculture are looking for solutions that are just as unique. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock sits down with the Utah Ag Commissioner at the NASDA Winter Policy Conference.
State departments of agriculture are here in Washington this week, representing their farmers to federal lawmakers and others here in the nation's capital as they look to 2018, their priorities for the Farm Bill and other top ag issues. We're lucky enough to be joined here by LouAnn Adams, the Commissioner of Agriculture and Food in the state of Utah. LouAnn, what is the top priority for Utah farmers going into 2018?
Well, I think, the top priority is just to make it in agriculture. And, we're working hard with those producers. The one thing that I think that we do really well in Utah is we work together.
Now, you touched earlier on one of the big challenges for Utah farmers is just kind of staying in business in a time of particularly low commodity prices. Are you seeing, kind of from your perspective on the ground, farmers find innovative ways to deal with the market as it is?
Oh, I absolutely do. And labor is a big problem too. And going forward, I think you're going to see a lot more implementation of robotics on our dairies. We're seeing quite a few dairies with robotics. And the other thing that we're seeing is we've got a couple of people that are working on aquaponics.
Do you think that might also have a place in one of, I'm sure, the responsibilities of the State Department of Agriculture in Utah is rural development? Is there a place for technology in what could be a big rural development push, especially if something with infrastructure comes through?
Absolutely. In fact, the governor, one of his priorities this year is 25,000 jobs in rural Utah, and he's been going around, and the Department of Agriculture has been going with him. We've been going and listened to the people on the ground. We've been to all of the different counties, talking to the county commissioners, talking to people on their needs.
And I also have to ask the last question. When you talk to farmers in Utah, any big concerns going into 2018? Anything they're particularly worried about?
Labor, water. This past year we haven't had a lot of water. We are the second driest state in the nation, and the snowpack hasn't been as great. So they're always concerned about water prices, always concerned about prices.
Sure. And do you expect the Farm Bill this year to have a significant impact on how hopeful farmers are going into the next couple of years?
I certainly hope so. I hope that the president, I think he's very conscious of rural America, and of course agriculture is what keeps these rural communities going. For every cow, for every AUM, not every cow, but for every AUM, it puts $100 into our state's economy per month. So one cow puts $1,200 into rural, wherever they're from, to the rural economy per month. That's really important. Agriculture is really important. When agriculture does well in our state, so does our state.
Absolutely. I think that's true for many states across the country. Again, we're grateful to be joined here by LouAnn Adams, the Commissioner of Agriculture in the state of Utah. We'll have more updates for you throughout the morning. Until then, back to you in the studio.
And research continues to be a top priority for NASDA, and it's encouraging significant increases in investment in publicly funded food and agriculture research, as well as education and extension as part of its Farm Bill recommendations.